You don't see life as it is, but rather as how you are.
We're the Happy Headers, and life is a big topic, I think, today, Paul, isn't it?
It is.
Amongst everybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is every day. But nobody, like, we all live in the same world, but we don't see it necessarily the same. So you've got positive, happy, extrovert people, and then you got the opposite, which is bitter, resentful people. So what you believe and how you think shapes how life is for you.
One of the things I love to do, actually, is, you know, like people watching, you know? You sit there and you just watch people.
Oh, yeah.
Or even if you're driving your car and you just look at people's expressions going by and everybody's like, you know.
Well, maybe that's because you were like that in that moment and you noticed the sadness around.
Then you notice maybe an odd man or woman who's laughing their head off.
Right.
And you know, maybe they might have kids in the
they're
car.
Insane.
Or they're talking to somebody.
They've all the kids in there, they're locked in that space with those people and they can't get out.
Or they're talking to someone on the phone who's really funny. And you notice, like, the vibration is fabulous. And it makes you smile back as well. Like,
well, it is. It's contagious in the same way as you sit and you yawn at somebody, they'll yawn back. So
don't even say the word.
Right. If your default emotive state is one of being happy and jolly and laughing, you're kind of like that the whole time.
I wouldn't say the whole time.
Well, it can be infectious. It can be infectious, and you can be a joy to be around. But so if you have an attitude of compassion, gratitude for life, then you have this positive energy, and you notice it, and other people will give you back that positive energy.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I was listening to a book, actually, this audio book called what's the name of it now? I can't remember the name, but Wallace D. Waddles wrote it anyway. The Science of Getting Rich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he talks about attitude as well, and about, you know, the attitude of gratitude knows having that. And he said, if you continuously have that gratitude, even for things you haven't received yet, and you're always thankful, you know, for everything in life, that then you'll get more of that. You get more good stuff sent to you and your way. And like, I have definitely seen evidence of that in my life, you know, where I've been very joyful and happy to give, and then, you know, I've received a lot in return for that.
But I'm going to bring you down now. The converse of that is equally true. If you're angry, if you're bitter, if you're resentful, you attract stress and conflict. Yeah,
because your head is in that state all the time. But it is a head thing, isn't it?
But it is. But it's also an energy. You're how you are. We emit energy.
Oh yeah.
And that will affect other people and will interact with other people's energy as well.
Do you think meditation helps, Paul?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Mindfulness.
Yeah, because you kind of stop the rat race of life, and you kind of step out for a moment. You go, hold on a minute. How am I? How are things? And then you know, you don't necessarily have to sort out all your problems in that moment, but you get to do almost like an assessment of yourself sometimes, and you can go, okay, well, you know, what do I need to do next? And it gives you that sense of being in control as well. You're not just reacting to things. Yeah,
because I think you're very calm. Do you know what I mean?
I can be, except when I'm around you.
Yeah, I get fiery sometimes. I'm like,
I have to kind of
things or whatever.
She has a straight jacket out there in the office, and we get her and we put her in a room, a rage room, and she's okay. After a few days, she's okay, and we let her out, and she's fine. I think it's fatigue. I think it's tiredness that gets to her and that calms her down.
Yeah. Just I'm totally exhausted at the end of it.
But it is. Life is not one way or another way.
Yeah.
It is really as you are, and if you've got an attitude, and sometimes in spite of yourself, if you have the attitude, I'm going to succeed, then when the failures come, you kind of go, well, that's fine. This is part of succeeding.
But what do you say to people who are good people and then bad things happen to them?
Oh, we touched on that in a previous video.
Yes.
It's randomness.
It's a huge part of life.
I mean, if you thought that no bad things should happen to good people. There's no logic in that. There's no basis in that.
Do you think everybody would be just good then?
It's like good people are entitled to good weather all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
God. It can't happen. Sure,
no,
it can't.
Especially in Ireland. It must be all terrible.
Some people think then as well that if you have loads and loads of money that you're going to be happy. Do you know? No. That's now, I have to say, having money, definitely from my perspective, it does relieve a lot of stressors.
Yeah, do you know Spike Milligan, the comedian, he famously said, like, money doesn't make you happy. I'm just looking for an opportunity to prove it. No, money magnifies what you already have. It gives you more of what you already have. So if you are a happy, buoyant person, it gives you more of that. If you're a sad, depressed person, it gives you more of that. It magnifies what you have. It's an energy. It's a tool. It's not a be all and end all.
Wow, that's an interesting concept, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll talk to you more about that later.
I love it, Paul. I love it.
But as well as that, then, as I said, when failures and when things are going against you, do you see those as challenges? I said this in a previous video. I'm going to say it again anyway for people who haven't seen that. And watch our previous videos. They're all in I think, like us and subscribe to us too. Helps us. Thank you. I was at a conference in Dublin many years ago, and there was these two American guys who come over, and they were talking about something. They're all positive and you're standing up and jumping up and down beforehand.
I love the Americans, actually.
Yeah, so cool. I watched a video actually last night where it was a guy talking about why Walmart didn't take off in Europe. And he was in Germany. He was talking about when they opened stores there, and what they had in the morning was this kind of feel-good energy session for all the staff, and had them jumping up and down, chanting Walmart. And German people aren't like that. They're kind of much more reserved and whatever. And had somebody outside the shops kind of greeting people that's coming in. Yeah, have a nice day. German people were suspicious of that. We don't do that. And the whole culture thing did not fit with Germany.
Oh my God.
And they weren't successful. And that's why Walmart hasn't been successful outside of the States, where he was certainly not successful in Europe. But anyway, these two guys, we had the dinner break. And there was only one of them on stage after the dinner. And I was where's the other guy? And the fella comes up to Mike and he says, Michael's having some challenges coming out of Dublin city centre. He's stuck in traffic.
He's stuck.
We won't see him for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
but the way he phrased it was, he has challenges. Versus we were saying, he's never going to see him again. And it was the difference in attitude.
Yeah.
It was an expectation. This is a situation that he's going to overcome. He's going to apply himself to this. He's going to overcome. Whereas he's going, he's stuck there with everybody else that's missing in Ireland. They're stuck in the M50.
Stuck in Dublin traffic. Actually, the M50 was a mighty thing to be built, wasn't it?
It was.
Jesus Christ,
to bypass
he wanted it.
The M100 now to bypass it.
We do. But, or a helicopter or something.
But how you are in every aspect of your life, especially say relationships, how you relate to people, not necessarily your significant other, but how you relate to people speaks volumes about how you are yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I said it in the last video as well, there's battery chargers and battery drainers, and it depends on who you invite into your life, I suppose. And it's about assessing that and making sure that you have clear boundaries around that. If you do have to have these people in your life,
the relatives.
Have a boundary, The
in-laws.
If they're, or outlaws or whatever, you like to say. There's people in my family that I have to distance myself from because they annoy me. So that's just the bottom line.
Yeah, but people use family as an excuse sometimes, and you think, like, if these people weren't related to me, I'd have nothing to do with them.
Oh my God.
I'm not speaking of my own family, but in case you're watching it.
Which I think is ridiculous. It's a myth, like, I often have clients, with me who have been abused by their parents, and they still go on feeling like they have to love these people who were absolutely torturous to them. Horrible people.
No obligation to like these people whatsoever.
Like insane. You would never think of doing to a child what some of these people do to children, and they still believe that they have to love and respect them. No, you don't. You don't have to love somebody like that.
Yeah. So, so
you can choose to forgive them, but
if life isn't what, if you're not happy,
is it all cracked up to be?
Yeah, if it isn't all it's cracked up to be, it's because of you. You don't have to go out there and change the world to make it fit so that it's perfect and exactly the way you want it. It comes from within. And how you see things is how you are on the inside. It's reflected.
A beautiful quote to end on would be the Anthony de Mello one. Instead of trying to carpet the world, put on a pair of slippers.
Lovely.
I love it.
We're
the happy headers.
Talk to you soon.